Hey, it's Bryan, and I'm here today to talk about strumming, the mechanics of strumming specifically. A lot of times, strumming feels like one thing, it's just one thing you do. But it's really got different components to it, at least four, and at least four different movements or origins of movement. So we're going to go through that today because the more you use one or less you use another, it changes the way the strumming sounds, it changes the way the chord sounds, it changes how it feels, it changes how accurate you are. So it's really helpful to kind of be aware of these four things. So first movement is what I call the chop. The chop is straightening out. When you bend your arm, it's straightening out from the elbow. Chop. And if you were to just strum with that only, it would be something kind of like this. It originates from the elbow. It just goes straight out. The second level of movement originates from the same place, the elbow, but it's not about straightening the arm out. It's about a swivel motion, which is just this. It's the Queen's wave. It's this swiveling motion that's like opening a door, turning a key. It's that kind of motion. So there's two bones in here that are connected down here, and they have the ability to kind of crisscross like this. And so that's what allows that to happen. The third is the wrist. The wrist has 8 small bones, like little pebbles in there, and they're all bound together with tendons. And so they allow this tremendous amount of motion, but also stability. We can move our hand, our palm around, holding our forearm still. We can move our palm around 360 degrees. So that's an amazing thing, actually. And the fourth is really the fingers. What the fingers do is they don't do a whole lot of actual strumming, but they do control the pick in 2 ways that are very important. One, the angle of the pick, whether you're going right down on the string or at an angle. And the other is how tightly or loosely you're holding the pick. If you were to play an E minor chord with the pick at an angle and a loose grip, you get a warm sound. If you were to do that with a pick that is more parallel to the string, flat on it, and tightly holding it, you get a very different sound. So you rarely use only one of these. It's usually a combination of all four, and usually a combination of like 2 main ones. Or there might be one that really kind of dominates. And it depends on what you want to get out of the guitar, what kind of sound you want. So the chop thing is really used to get a lot of sound. It's used like acoustic folk music, so you get a lot of sound out of the guitar. Something like a bluegrass kind of a thing. Or you might want to get big chunky chords out of it, like in a jazz tune. This is something more like a western swing. So the swivel, this motion, comes in really handy when you're doing really like funk or really flashy kind of stuff. That's you want to be light and quick. So we use that a lot. Did my face look stupid? Nope. Okay. The third motion is the wrist. That motion, kind of straightening out the wrist in a way down, straightening things down, that can be used a lot for accuracy, especially when you're picking certain notes and strumming at the same time. Pay close attention or feel out, so to speak, the close relationship between how it feels, how a strum feels, like whether it's easy or rough, and how it sounds. There's different levels. There's not a right or wrong. I'm not trying to get anybody to particularly strum in any way. It's just that as you go, the way it feels has a lot to do with the way it sounds. Listen, just experiment. It also makes it much more intuitive. You're not always policing yourself about the angle of the pick or what part of your elbow is moving. That's not necessarily what I'm trying to get across. I'm trying to get across how it's all one movement that is fluid and you can feel, and it's related to the tone. So I'd love to know what you think about this. Try it out, experiment, and put your comments down below. I'd love to know what you discover and what you find. This is all obviously about the right hand, but with the left hand, if you're having trouble with the left hand, just click in the description below. There's a link there. It'll take you right to a free PDF that shows you how to get perfect finger position for your left hand so you can get those chords sounding really good over here and then make them sound any way you want over here. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.